Want to move south to the sea but still choosing a country? You like some places on the map for a location and now you're comparing them by every parameter. Where's the cheaper, more comfortable, easy to live? Let us help you to compare the two of the most popular places to live and invest. It's Turkey and the Emirate of Dubai. This is the second video in our big series Turkey versus Dubai. Here we compare these two wonderful places with the help of the foreign real estate experts of Tolerance Homes. See the entire project on our playlist and see the link for the most detailed long read in the description. So, Turkey, Dubai, Tolerance, Part 2. Let's go! Here's a man about to move to the sea. Let's call him Alex. Alex doesn't want to go to Argentina or Mexico, it's too far away. His relatives won't be able to visit him. He can't go to Spain or Greece without a Schengen visa. It's too chilly in Georgia, Thailand doesn't give full property rights to foreigners, and Bali can sink someday. So Alex making choice between Turkey and the Emirates. That's the most popular destinations for relocation in his case. Alex compares by various criteria. Convenience and cost of living are in the first place, and we have a special video on prices. You can see it on our playlist, so don't forget to watch it. Alex thinks about where he can live in peace for a long period, and where he won't have to pay monthly visa runs like in Montenegro, or pay regular visits to the police like I don't remember where it will be easier to get to, where it is quicker to move your belongings, where officials are less like crocodiles. In other words, about the difficulties of moving. Let's compare together with Alex, Turkey and Dubai in terms of how relocated people feel about moving and settle down in a new place, how the paperwork is done, what's the price for bringing things from home to the new country, and how convenient the immigration process is in both places. You can imagine how nice it is to feel that even in another country, in a new place, you're not very far from home. That it's not a long flight away, that it's within reach, that your wife and son will catch up with you soon, that your mother will come to see you as soon as the situation allows. Which country is closer to home? It depends, but it seems we're talking about Turkey. It's only a 3 or 4 hour flight across the sea. It's a bit longer to get to the Emirates. In terms of transport accessibility, both countries seem to be at the top of the charts, at the top of any ranking. Both Turkey and the Emirates seems like, and really are, a real hit. Dubai is a major aviation hub. Famous and classy airlines are based here. Many air roads connecting Europe to Asia, the old world to the new world, and run through Dubai. It's like Istanbul in Turkey, which generally comes to mind first when one asks if you can't fly direct to somewhere, what can you fly through? In terms of the interweaving of air roads, there are no other two countries in Eurasia which go so close together ahead of others. Turkey and the Emirates are ahead of the rest. Whoa. But Turkey is big, it's not just Istanbul and Ankara. How do you get to other Turkish cities closer to a new home? The second popular destination after Istanbul is Antalya. There are also many scheduled flights from abroad, and thanks to touristic charter schedules, it is possible to fly to Antalya from foreign capitals without a transfer, and one can be surprised with it, but it's a fact. And there are other international airports on the Turkish Riviera. Bodrum, Gazipaşa, Gaziantep, Dalaman, Izmir sometimes offer even more convenient flight routes, though it may be not obvious at first. Those who plan to travel to Turkey by car will appreciate the convenience and beauty of the roads through Romania and Georgia. The people along the way are hospitable, the tourist service is established, and the language barrier is surmountable. It is quite an affordable way to go with more than one suitcase. And now I have a question. Is it possible to come to Dubai in the same way? The map says, yes, you can. There have been precedents. You just have to cross the borders of Azerbaijan, then Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain to finally reach the United Arab Emirates. You can do it if your truck is safe and has extra fuel and water tanks, a gas cooker to cook food, and a tent to sleep in case you can't manage to find a shelter despite all the preparations. The road is not traveled so well for the foreigners. I've been driving a car for about 20 years and honestly, I'd look a safer route. The same will be true for shipping cargo if you want to transport it by road. Shipping a container to Dubai, excluding customs fees, will cost you around $3,000 up to $5,000. Cargo to Antalya is a little closer and the price is less, $2,500 up to $4,500. To Istanbul, the container will reach by land for 2 or 4 grand. It all depends on the weight, the distance and the logistics company. It is more affordable to bring your stuff by sea. It takes longer, especially to the Emirates, but it is cheaper. The same mentioned container will bring by sea to Dubai for $1,500 up to $3,500 and to Antalya or Istanbul for about the same $10 up to $25 without customs fees. Turkey is unique in terms of how good situated to the rest of the world. In the heart of Eurasia, at the junction of 2 continents, it has direct roads to Europe, to CIS and the Middle East. It's washed by 4 seas. You will hardly find a better geographical base for travelers and businessmen. How many sea cruises can be planned from here? Luxury cruises are also organized from Emirates ports to the Mediterranean and Asian countries. These sea cruises are longer and more expensive, but wonderfully organized. The UAE ports serve many shopping lines and play an exceptional role in international trade. However, it's much more convenient to fly here than to sail. But here you are in the country. So how does the immigration process work? How convenient is it in 2 countries we're comparing? In both Turkey and the Emirates, you get a stamp in your passport at the border without any questions. The period of legal stay is long enough to calmly find a place to live, sign a lease or purchase agreement, and get ready for a visit to immigration service to apply for a residence permit. It is not as difficult as described some helpers. All the necessary documents can be prepared independently. You have a lot of time for it. If you decide nevertheless to use the help, there's no point to overpay. The service of collecting documents, for which the adventurers require $300 or even $500 in some Turkish offices, could cost $10 or $20, and in Dubai a little more. But maybe all the necessary tips you'll get from your real estate agent, because good companies help their clients. The Turkish internet portal e-Devlet makes the path of a foreigner starting the immigration process much easier. Some public authorities in the country also have their own online services, but to get some certificates or to pay some fees, you will have to run around the institutions. The bureaucratic processes here can be long and confusing, especially for those who don't speak Turkish, and there is no one-stop shop in Turkey. Dubai has one of the most developed and efficient systems for serving foreigners in the government. The immigration process is quite simple and quick, especially for those who intended to live in the country on a work visa. Dubai is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world, so there are special departments that advise in different languages to serve the foreigners. Dubai also has a e-government portal and online platforms that speed up and simplify the obtaining government services process. And there is also a lucky number program. It assigns a personal service manager to a foreigner to help him or her deal with government authorities. Very convenient. Also, you are faced with all sorts of everyday issues. How to get a local SIM card, how to connect to the internet, how to furnish your house, how to repair something, where to get household appliances, household goods. A local telephone number is highly desirable. A local number can be purchased with a passport, and the phone number can be then linked to your residence permit and other important registration documents, for example, with utility companies. Mobile internet sometimes can be a little more expensive than we're used to at home, and the prices in Dubai are 20–30% higher than in Turkey. The same difference applies to home internet, television, and voice telephony. An interesting thing about the internet is that you cannot make full use of instant messengers in Dubai. You can't make instant messenger calls with WhatsApp, Telegram or Viber or Skype because the government doesn't have controls over them and therefore they are considered harmful. And that's the fact, it's only possible to text and not calling via messengers. Well, we're about to setting up the nest. Doing repairs or simpler household works, the foreigners in Turkey usually prefer to hire real masters from other countries, because frankly, hiring local specialists will cost you more at final, because you see, often they paint the walls with stains, hang the shelves crookedly, clean the air conditioner by hosing it down, so it can be a better idea to look for contacts of good craftsmen through the local community. You're unlikely to find native craftsmen for household work in Dubai. We discussed the mentality of the natives and why the Arabs don't like working in a special video in our playlist. And there are other interesting points about the atmosphere here when the foreigner comes to these stunning, exotic and slightly misunderstood countries. So check it out. Most of the manual labor in Dubai is done by immigrants. If you are ready to talk to them in English, you can contact them. But some people still trust their fellow countrymen professionals more. When you want to buy a coffee maker or TV or refrigerator for a new house, there's no problem at all. In both Turkey and Dubai, there are many appliance and electronic shops where you can find both local and foreign brands. But prices in Dubai are higher than in Turkey by an average of 10 or 20% because of the high costs of transport and storage of goods, as well as shop maintenance. In Turkey, appliances tend to be cheaper because of the lower cost of living and high competition. And many Turkish brands offer better terms to remain market leader position. This is how, comparing Turkey and Dubai point by point, Alex is moving towards his choice. Let me remind that this is the second video in our Turkey vs Dubai series. For your convenience, we put all the episodes into a playlist, and you can see the link in the description. And if you want to compare the prices of food in shops and restaurants in Dubai and Turkey and the cost of entertainment there, we've done that review for you too. Check it out in our special video, also in our playlist, and don't forget to leave a comment on it. Also in that video, we and the experts of the famous company Tolerance tell about the costs faced by property buyers in Turkey and Dubai, where the higher costs of purchase and during the ownership of the apartment or villa, it is just a thing to see for anyone who's thinking about moving to a new flat by the warm sea, so don't miss it. The link to that video is in the description and it's on our playlist. You will also find the most comprehensive comparison between Turkey and Dubai in a huge long read, especially and painstakingly written with the support of experts from the leading overseas property agency Tolerance Homes for our Turkey vs Dubai project. You can find the long read in the article section of the Tolerance website. The company contacts are on your screen right now. And now, give us a like, ring a bell and write a comment on the second video Turkey vs Dubai. And make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the most accurate, complete and timely information from Tolerance Agency. See you there!